lights, cold hands tracing ghosts in the weathered grain. I see you laughing in that first spring brightness, sun on your hair, my trembling breath caught still. We spoke in glances, in shadows on the water. I thought forever lived in that soft silence. We were two stars passing in the dark, too close to forget, too far to keep. Your wildfire eyes, my slow and steady harbor. We were two stars passing in the dark. Mornings tasted like salt and borrowed daylight. You painted my shoulders in patient blues and amber. I framed your smile against the waking sea. Quiet rooms held the echo of our secret language, but your eyes kept drifting past the harbor line, chasing bright galleries, unreturned calls from distant skylines. We were two stars passing in the dark. You reached for cities, I reached for your hand. Your suitcase waited where our photographs were shaking. We were two stars passing in the dark. Night rain blurred your outline at the empty doorway. I waited, you didn't come back, my fault. If I had spoken, would the tide have listened? If I had begged you, would your wings have broken? Some loves are oceans, never meant for anchor. I watched you vanish where the sea dissolves to sky. Every step you took pulled daylight from my chest. I held my tongue while my heart screamed stay. Too late to learn how to love without holding. We were two stars passing in the dark, close enough to burn, never built to stay. I stared with the fading light in quiet rooms. You followed restless roads beyond our sleeping harbor. Cold hands fold your photographs, colors soft and shaking. We were two stars passing in the dark. I carry you like night rain, no dawn can dry. soft gold fading light. City rushing past, but you were the stillness. Your quiet eyes held a storm I recognized. Our first small smile trembled like uncertain anchors. I felt my restless heart fall into fragile odor, already afraid of the stories I'd never reached. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. We were holding smoke in our cold hands. You were already walking toward another sky. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. Nights under dim cafe lights, our shadows touching. Old songs spinning while your laughter filled the corners. Silence between us felt safer than confession. I waited at unspoken line, afraid to cross. Your world circled farther each time I leaned closer. We clung to moments, pretending they were futures. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. I watched your orbit slip beyond my reaching. You were already walking toward another sky. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. Under indifferent stars, you whispered the breaking truth. Our dreams pointed toward different, unforgiving horizons. We held each other like the last small shelter. Trembling breaths shared, both knowing we were releasing. Love stayed real even as our footsteps separated. Now I walk those same streets, counting your missing laughter. Night rain blurs the windows where your shadow used to linger. Photograph shaking in my hands, I almost call you. If I had spoken sooner, I would have held you longer. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. I waited, you didn't come back to the doorway. Quiet rooms echo with everything I never said. We were holding smoke in our cold hands, breaking. You were already walking toward another sky. Sometimes loving you meant learning how to let go. I honor the ache and walk on alone. On the edge of the pier tonight, lanterns blur like ghosts on the water. 3 months since your smile filled that cafe doorway. fading light over boats that never leave. We were always reaching past the same horizon. I stayed with the tide, you chased the sky. Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. Your name still trembles in my quiet breath. I waited, you didn't come back this time. Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. We were a quiet rebellion on rain-washed streets. Your laughter in alleys, my boots full of salt. You painted futures on napkins I could not follow. My fault was loving you from anchored feet. If I had spoken softer, would you have stayed? Or were we already drifting past each other? Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. Photographs shaking in these night rain windows. I waited, you didn't come back this time. Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. Your sweater still breathes of jasmine and distant rain. Empty doorways listen for footsteps that never answer. Unreturned calls ring only in my memory now. The sea keeps your echo, refuses to give it back. I would have held you longer if I believed forever. I see your eyes holding cities I will never touch. Two parallel lives close enough to feel the heat. My words were waves breaking just short of your shore. Too late to change the tide I chose instead. Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. Those last trembling breaths still haunt this quiet room. I waited, you didn't come back this time. Your fading light still stains my every morning. If I had spoken, would you have turned around? Sometimes loving you meant learning to let go. Under this blue sky, I finally whisper you free. at the pier. Fading light sinks slow behind the water. I almost hear your laughter on the waves. A photograph shaking somewhere in my chest. We met between dust and forgotten poetry pages. I thought the world paused when you smiled. Love doesn't always mean we belong. I learned it watching you walk away. Love doesn't always mean we belong. I waited there, you didn't come back. Night rain on fractured street lights above us. Coffee cooling beside our half-spoken truths. Your warmth slipped into my guarded corners. Our hands touched, never quite holding on. You stared past the windows toward distant highways. I stared at the floor and called it comfort. Love doesn't always mean we belong. Your dreams chase horizons beyond this city. Love doesn't always mean we belong. My roots stay, your footsteps blurred into distance. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? If I had broken first, spared you the shattering. Empty doorways echo with unreturned calls now. The quiet rooms know every word I swallow. Sometimes the heart breaks itself to stay honest. I watched you leave our cafe without promising tomorrow. Your silhouette dissolving into strangers than nothing. The city pulsed on, cruel and indifferent around me. I carried you home like a secret song under skin. Love doesn't always mean we belong. I whisper it softly to the night rain. Love doesn't always mean we belong. I trace our names in fogged and fading windows. I would have held you longer if time listened. I waited, you didn't come back. Still I remember. I keep your kindness as a gentle lake tonight, tonight. Yeah, no, 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 no. 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 Night folds around this bench like a fragile secret. Amber street lamp hums above our empty doorway. Coffee shop windows hold our fading reflections. I hear your laughter where the lights burned out. We were stolen hours and trembling breath in Alice. I thought love could bend time to fit us. We loved each other like a melody meant for two. destined to play alone. Your restless colors, my careful ticking heartbeat, two distant echoes in the same cold room. You chase sunsets with paint on your fingers. I chase mornings in towers of quiet glass. Our calendars argued in the dark each night. Every unreturned call built another quiet wall. We spoke around the truth like it was fragile glass. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? We loved each other like a melody meant for two, but destined to play alone. You breathed in storms, I counted fading light. Two different midnights sharing the same goodbye. Under the street lamp, our cold hands slipped apart. Promises broke softly like photographs taken in night rain. Love stood between us, too small to cross the distance. I waited for reasons, you waited for release. Some hearts touch once, then echo forever in quiet room. Now the city roars, but inside I move in slow motion. Every passing face blurs into shades of almost you. I walk our sidewalks, rehearsing words I never said. My fault sits beside me, heavy as your absence. We loved each other like a melody meant for two, but destined to play alone. I feel you in the spaces between each breath, and empty doorways and clocks that never match time. I would have held you longer against the fading light. Some songs end softly, too late to sing them right. Tonight I keep your echo, then let the silence answer. Oh, oh, yeah. Now rain blurs the city into trembling silver lines. Cold hands on a chip cup, coffee going cold. Your laugh still cuts through distant traffic in my head. Quiet rooms echo with things we never said. I waited by that window, watching fading light, hoping your shadow might slip back inside. We loved in a language refused to speak. Every word we swallowed pulled us further apart. I held your name like glass in my mouth. We loved in a language time refused to speak. You drew horizons on fog glass, eyes on distance. I stayed rooted to sidewalks, afraid of open roads. You talked of danger and freedom like they were home. I nodded, pretending my fear was only tiredness. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or just broken sooner, less quietly, less kind? We loved in a language time refused to speak. You reached for storms while I clung to the shore. I watched your future shining where I could not follow. We loved in a language time refused to speak. Under street lamps your tears burned like small suns. You said staying would chain you, not save you. My arms were a prison, pretending to be shelter. I let you go, calling it love under my breath. Your footsteps faded, but the silence stayed louder. Now photographs shaking in my hands feel more alive than I am. Empty doorways stare back, counting the nights you never return. Unreturned calls sit unanswered like prayers without a sky. I walk these streets alone, carrying the life we never lived. We loved in a language time refused to speak. I traced every moment, searching for a different ending. My fault was loving you only where it was safe. I would have held you longer if I knew that letting you leave was the last honest word. We loved in a language time refused to speak. Through night rain I whisper your name, and time stays silent. Street lamps flicker early on that narrow seaside road. Wisteria hanging low above your favorite cafe door. Your calm eyes held the ocean and its history. My cold hand shook around a paper coffee cup. Time paused there like it almost felt sorry for letting us meet in a place I'd leave. We love like two stars passing in the night, brilliant for a moment then gone from sight. I waited in the silence of that thought. We love like two stars passing in the night. Late night talks lingered on the edge of morning. Your laughter tangled softly with the salty breeze. You traced shorelines I could never learn by heart. I chased distant skylines written in uncertainty. We heard the quiet living between every word. Still neither of us named the breaking distance. We love like two stars passing in the night, blinding for a heartbeat then out of reach. Your fading light trembled on my restless hands. We love like two stars passing in the night. Under a rain-soaked street lamp, your voice stayed steady. You said you had to stay where your roots were. Night rain blurred your face into a trembling memory. Love stood there between us, more wall than bridge. My fault was believing one ink could rewrite your map. Dawn crept through empty doorways while I packed in silence. Your shadow watched from the window, never waving goodbye. Each step down that street felt like erasing myself. If I had spoken sooner, would you have asked me to stay? We love like two stars passing in the night, too late to change courses, already burning apart. Photographs shaking in my hands, can't hold your warmth. Quiet rooms echo with unreturned calls and your name. I would have held you longer against that fading light. We love like two stars passing in the night. Somewhere by the sea, you still haunt my silence. Creaky bench above the harbor, fading light on water. Salt air tastes like you in distant rain. This used to be our hidden little refuge. Now every wave repeats the things we never said. I trace our names in dust on the railing. The wind erases us quicker than I can finish. Some hearts only touch, then break alone. Our photographs shaking in my tired hand. I waited, you didn't come back this time. Some hearts only touch, then break alone. String lights trembling over that crowded coastal cafe. Your eyes were wildfires, pulling the night closer. We talked about futures like fragile paper lanterns, each one rising, already ready to burn out. We drank our courage, but swallowed the hardest questions. We smiled through cracks we both pretended were nothing. Some hearts only touch, then break alone. Night rain on windows, your shadow leaving in silence. If I had spoken, would you have turned around? Some hearts only touch, then break alone. Our love was a beautiful fracture, shining then splitting. Too soft to shatter clean, too fierce to stay whole. I hear you laugh in quiet rooms, then nothing. Unreturned calls ringing inside my chest forever. I keep rewriting goodbye, but the ink runs out. I walk our old streets, ghosts of us in every doorway. The harbor lost its brightness, but not your outline. Time keeps moving forward, my thoughts circle that night. I finally see it clearly, love was not enough. Some hearts only touch, then break alone. I hold that truth gently, like your forgotten scar. I would have held you longer, bruised my arms with trying. If I had spoken, we still were wrong for forever. I waited by empty doorways, through every fading light. Some hearts only touch, then break alone. I let you go softly, so my heart can breathe again. Still hangs above the harbor water. Photographs shaking in my unsteady memory. Quiet waves keep saying what I never did. I waited here while the sky turned silver. You didn't come back, only the tide answered. We almost belong, but not enough to stay. Your restless eyes were already leaving me. We almost belong, that's all we were given. We almost belong, like a promise breaking softly. Night rain remembers our whispered plans and failures. Empty doorways echo steps we never took. You chased bright streets, I craved a smaller horizon. Our trembling breath hid the distance between us. If I had spoken, would you have turned back? Or was your heart already past this harbor? We almost belong, but not enough to stay. Your restless eyes were always miles ahead. We almost belong, sit where we began, counting the missed chances. The pier unchanged, but every shadow knows your name. I see our future folded into someone else's sunrise. My fault was believing love could anchor your wild heart, but not enough to stay this time. Your restless eyes still burn through every fading shoreline. We almost belong, and the ache feels like forever. We almost belonged, yeah, we were always passing through. We almost belonged. I carry you in every quiet room. We almost belonged, like a ghost of a life unfinished. In the end I let you go, almost belonging alone. Oh, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Iron clings to the bench we share. Fading light hums above this empty street. Cold hands wrapped round a half-cold cup. Steam curls upward like every word I swallow. 5 months sit between the drops in silence. I waited here again, you did not come. We only watered the same dream. Never meant to grow roots together. Your name hangs quiet in my trembling breath. We only water the same dream. We walk slow through crowds that blurred around us. Quiet rooms where your laughter filled the walls. Hid your suitcase inside every story. I hid my leaving inside every promise. You whispered you were made of moving. I stayed still, pretending I could hold you. We only watered the same dream. Never meant to grow roots together. Photographs shaking when your shadow crosses memory. We only watered the same dream. You said I love you, but the road is calling. Those words felt heavy, like keys I never used. I wondered if love is keeping or releasing. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now your absence hums louder than your voice. I walk those streets alone, rehearsing unsent answers. Night rain returns, tracing where your fingers once rested. Empty doorways echo with almost spoken confessions. My fault lives quietly in every unreturned call. We only watered the same dream. I see it now, roots in different soil. You kept moving, I kept waiting in quiet rooms. Your last embrace still burns through this fading light. Too late to change the ending, we chose trembling. We only watered the same dream. Slowly into the night rain. City lights blur on this cracked apartment window. Your litter spill in my head like warm tea. Cold hands trace your faded name on paper. Quiet rooms remember how your laughter once trembled. I waited by the empty doorway that last night. Trembling breath caught on all the words unspoken. We loved each other too much to stay. Night rain covered everything I could not say. Fading lights swallowed the road you had to take. We loved each other too much to stay. Starless skies above those rooftops we kept secret. You watched horizons, I watched the same streetlights. Your suitcase leaned against the wall like a question. My fault was silence when you needed an answer. If I had spoken, would your eyes have softened? I would have held you longer in that fading light. We loved each other too much to stay. Photographs shaking when I breathe your name again. The skyline blurred, you chose the distant rain. We loved each other too much to stay. Morning came colder, your cup still on the counter. Unreturned calls ringing in rooms you left behind. Distance is not a bridge, just a quiet fracture. I learned letting go can feel like holding tighter. once turned to shadows stretching long across these quiet rooms. I talk to your letters like you might still answer. Every new sunrise feels a little more like surrender. I see our forever was always written as almost. We loved each other too much to stay. Now your absence lives here like a second heartbeat. Fading light on the walls where your shadow lingered. Night rain draws your name down the glass again. I waited, you didn't come back. I stayed anyway. We loved each other too much to stay. Softest dark, I thank you and let go. Fading light on the edge of the pier. Blue sky sinking over tired water lines. Cold hands buried deep in my pockets. I waited, you didn't come back. City glow behind me, your window somewhere inside it. Every wave sounds like a word I never said. We loved each other quietly. We lost each other silently. Your name hangs inside this trembling breath. Too late to turn that key. Night rain on glass, our coffee cups still waiting. Neon bleeding colors where you once stood laughing. Photographs shaking when I pull them from drawers. My fault lives in every untouched frame. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Instead I counted silences, pretending they were safe. We loved each other quietly. We lost each other silently. Your suitcase closing was the softest kind of goodbye. Too late to turn that key. Empty doorways remember the shape of your leaving. Unreturned calls echo like distant harbor bells. I thought love could outrun the restless horizon. You needed roots, I only carried roads. Now your future lies far beyond my shoreline. city I keep avoiding. Somewhere you're laughing, not checking if I'm alright. Almost forever drifts with the gulls above me. We were close enough to touch, never meant to stay. We loved each other quietly, and the quiet still haunts me. We lost each other silently. Now silence is all I keep. Your dreams sailed on while I clung to the water. Too late to turn that key. The lock is gone. If I had spoken, I might have broken our freedom, but I would have held you longer in the fading light. I breathe your name once more, then let the tide answer. Sunday market, fading light on a wooden stand. Wildflowers trembling, cold hands in the morning air. I pretended to study my old camera lens. Really, I watched her smile almost reach her eyes. Our fingers brushed over lavender, my breath lost direction. Something fragile in that silence asked me to stay. We loved each other enough to let go. Standing on the edge of a life we'd never known. I waited in that pause you couldn't feel. Each other enough to let go. Coffee steam between us, secrets soft beneath the dying oak. She spoke of quiet rooms, windows facing steady fields. I answered with highways, photographs shaking in restless hands. Two futures on the table, neither one the same. Every promise felt like glass, held too tightly. I heard it crack each time you said forever. We loved each other enough to let go. Night rain gathered where our shadows used to glow. Watch the storm building in my eyes. We loved each other enough to let go. On that worn pier, the water swallowed our reflection. Crimson sky bleeding down, turning everything almost holy. I reached for you, my trembling breath pulled back. past like distant weather, unreturned calls falling like ash. Your letters thinned out, every word a smaller version of us. I kept moving, chasing horizons that blurred into the same gray. You stayed where the town's heartbeat never changed its pace. We loved each other enough to let go, but the echo of your name still haunts my throat. Empty doorways wait in every city I pass through. I waited in that pause you couldn't fill. You waited in the silence I was scared to break. We loved each other enough to let go. Some love stays as ghosts in every fading light. Creaky bay, harbor water holding all our goals. The sky, fading light over restless boats. I trace their line like I traced your hand. Spring in my chest, now winter in my throat. Thought the future was close enough to touch. Now it feels like fog I cannot hold. We were a beautiful mistake, written between the lines of never. I waited where the night rain gathered, cold hands open to the empty air. You once leaned here, laughing into the wind, quiet understanding, feeling every missing word. Stolen afternoons beneath a tired fading sun. Your eyes already searching distant city lights. Every promise to fix it carried that shadow. Heard goodbye, hiding inside your silence. They were a beautiful mistake, written between the lines of never. Photographs shaking in my trembling breath. I waited where the night rain gathered. I watched you fold your life into one suitcase. Empty doorways swallowed everything we never said. You said you could not stay and still grow. I nodded, afraid my voice would break everything. Love stood there, small against your open road. Now I walk these quiet rooms like unfinished sentences, unreturned calls ringing through my hollow chest. If I had spoken, would you have turned around? Or would I only have held you breaking longer? We were a beautiful mistake, too fragile to survive daylight, written between the lines I've never meant to be. I waited where the night rain gathered around me. Cold hands learning how to hold only fading light. My fault lives softly in every missed heartbeat. We were a beautiful mistake. I finally let go. I whisper your name once, give it back tonight. Night rain on the window, the town half asleep. The second-hand dust, your laugh cut through the gray. Cold hands in my pockets, afraid of your light. I watched you glow between the crooked shelves. I almost spoke, my trembling breath failed me. Your smile waited, then slipped into the silence. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands, beautiful but never built to stay. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. I held too softly, you shattered anyway. Coffee steam between us, fading light on your face. Our fingers brush, then both of us pull back. You trace maps on napkins, roads leaving this place. I drew borders in my head, never on paper. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer, but I guarded my fear instead of your heart. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. Your restless eyes already past the empty doorways. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. I stayed too still, you slipped through my arms. Under that street lamp, your shadow reached for distance. You said you needed sky, I whispered stay. Our hands untied like dawn, pulling night apart. Unreturned calls echoed inside my quiet rooms. You walked toward freedom, I walked toward regret. I wander past that bookstore, photographs shaking in my mind. Every aisle holds your footsteps, then loses them in dust. I waited where we met, you didn't come back. My fault lives in the words I never gave. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. Now I trace the cracks alone in fading light. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. Your name drifts through these rooms like forgotten rain. We love like fragile glass and shaking hands. I